Hey, it's Caleb. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe.
Hey, what's up everybody? This video is going to be a quick video right before we start diving into specific database concepts. This is more of a general idea of database design. So this video, we're going to be talking about, okay, what is database design? I mean, we talked about what's a database. We never really talked about database design. Why do we have to design a database? What's so special about it that it needs design? It's not like we're building a house or something. Well, in a way, it's kind of like that. We're building schematics to build the best database. How do you measure whether a database is good or bad? Well, it has to do with data integrity, which we'll talk about that in more depth in an upcoming video. So data integrity is basically where all of your data is correct, it's up to date, there's no disconnected data. For example, if we have two tables and for some reason these tables are connected in some way, well, if for some reason this link breaks, well then when this table updates, this table gets left behind and then the data becomes incorrect. That's a data integrity problem because the data is not managed properly. So with a good designed database, we prevent data integrity issues. So all of our data is up to date. We don't have repeating data. We don't have old data that should not be in there. Which, if for example, like if you have a database, you can store lots of information from like long ago, and that's fine. But you don't want data that has recently changed and it hasn't changed in the update. So you want the database to always be up to date. Unless for some reason you're storing like an archives, let's say you have a store and you want to store an archive of every single order you've ever made or sold or whatever, well then you can store all that in a database and that doesn't really need updated because it's an archive. But if you have a customer in your database and the address is out of date and doesn't update, well then you have a problem. Another example is if the person if your database is designed badly and you have repeating data, well then one example of the data can update and the other one's left behind. So now you have like two addresses for one person, which should just be one address. That's another example of a data integrity problem. So we'll be getting into like specific cases of data integrity problems as we go on. But when we talk about database design as a whole, people usually break it up into 3 sections. 2 or 3, it just kind of depends on like what people, I mean it varies from person to person. So okay, first we have the conceptual, and then we have the logical, and then we have the physical.